coming. Welcome to the future of Colorado football.
Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks back in the building with another banger. And today, but before we get started, y'all know what to do. Go ahead and smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn your post notification bell on so you'll know when your boy is dropping his heat. And as we just finished that JD Pakel hater video on Prime, we got Speak with the beautiful Joy Taylor, my boy Shady McCoy, and they got TJ Husmanzada sitting in today. And they're discussing Prime. And TJ, I don't understand, but let's check it out. Let's go through it. Let's diagnose some of this.
Fox NFL analyst TJ Husmanzada is joining us. Welcome, TJ.
We agree with it. How you living?
TJ, do you like Coach Prime's approach to recruiting?
I don't know if I like it. And, I mean, to answer the question, no, I wouldn't like it. If I'm a 4 or 5 star recruit in high school, I want him to come to my house just to say Prime was at my house. I want to take that picture of him in my living room with my mother and my family or whomever's there. And could it be because Prime has had some health problems, particularly with his feet, you know? Could it be that he didn't really want to travel? He didn't want to be in those situations. He had to have a toe amputated. I think maybe 2. I don't know. I know for sure 1. Could it be that? Could it be health reasons? This day and age, and you got to really kiss these kids' butt. And like, you're not getting the top recruits without going to their homes. Like, Nick Saban resigned from the University of Alabama. He was in kids' homes in January out here in California. And because I know one of the kids, he went and visited. And so if you're just going to recruit the transfer portal, I get it. But there's no way you're going to get these kids. Yeah, you Prime, and everybody knows these kids want their butts kissed. Keep recruiting these high school kids, and I just don't see it being feasible long-term that you're not going to do any home visits because I'm Deion Sanders.
Shady?
I love Coach Prime. I love Prime, though. So, I mean, most of the things he
We
say,
gonna
I
get
agree
into
with.
this before Shady starts. Before Shady starts, TJ is. I don't think most people understand what Prime is doing to college football. Most people don't see the vision, and most people don't understand why he recruits the way he recruits. A former player like TJ, he should understand that the landscape of recruiting has changed. Nothing is the same anymore. The way you recruit now from the way you recruited 10 years ago is completely different. And now you don't have to go to every recruit's home. You don't have to go and visit them at school. You can talk to kids over social media, text message, FaceTime. I'm an Android guy, so I don't know nothing about that. But, you know, I say that because a lot of you Apple people do what y'all do. You know, you can talk to a player in a multitude of ways. It's not like the 90s, early 2000s where the rules were such that you only have a certain amount of time where you can do things. Now it's damn near unlimited and it's year round. Why you think Prime and Bucky make these videos? But let's get back to it. Let's see what they're talking about.
What'd he say? I believe. But this one, I can't agree with him. Yeah. I've been a 5-star recruit in high school, right? And, you know, my pop's in the crib, you know, he won't do the whole checking the coach. What's up, man? How you doing? Shake his hand and all that. Right? He want them dads. Then my mom was laid back, cool. He wants them to drink, wants them to eat. He gonna take the pictures. But my grandma, the special person in the group, and she watching today, she gonna have, first she'll take the plastic off the couches, you know what I'm saying? We don't never go to the living room. Yeah. Coach is coming here, we in the living room, right? Yeah. She gonna cook some food and all that, have some drinks. It's just like a whole vibe of like being accepted from a coach, not only for us accepting the coach, but the coach accepting my family. Because it's more than me going to your college. Mm-hmm. My pop's gonna say, how my boy doing? What's going on? My grandma gonna call you, what's going on? Because they met you, they know you. When you come in a kid in high school, now it's different now. They want the money and the NIL deals. That's cool, but it's still about being respected and being wanted. And if you telling me that you're not gonna come to my hometown to see me, and every other coach is doing it because you got a bigger name, I can't respect it, and I don't know how well that's gonna do in recruiting.
Go ahead, James.
Yeah, this screams a couple.
Okay. And we're gonna get back to Jason. Shady is a prime supporter and a prime fan, but Shady is still stuck in his class of recruiting. Nobody sees the bigger picture. And Prime sees the bigger picture. Prime understands what's next, what's ahead. And with Shady talking about people taking plastic off the couches and all that, we don't do that no more. That was my era. That was my day. Where you couldn't, your mom and dad had the plastic in the living room. That's the living room. Don't nobody go in there. My mama still has one of those. A living room that everybody sit in. A den that everybody sit in. And then a separate living room, that's just a decoration living room. Don't nobody go in there. We got the big pretty couches and the big pictures and the mirrors and all that. But anyway, yeah, my mama got 3 living rooms. Her house way too big. And it is what it is. But that era is gone. That era is no more. You can't do the things that you used to do. Everything has to evolve. Recruiting is evolving. Coaching is revolving. Things are changing, and Prime is leading the way. In 2 years, everybody's going to be doing what Prime is doing. But we'll see. Let's see what Jason got, and we'll go from there.
Things from me. Number one, I do not agree with it at all, and I love Coach Prime as well, but number one is letting the world know that we don't care nothing about these high school kids. That's not how we're building our college football team.
Yeah.
We're building our college football team through the transfer portal, and we don't have to work that hard. We know exactly what these dudes did. Give them a call. They ain't got to sit in their house. Whoever recruited them already done did that. So that's what that screams to me. Number two, you don't want me. If Nick Saban and some of these other big-time coaches will come down here and sit in my living room and have a drink and dinner and all that with my moms, my grandma, and all that to let them know how much they want me to come to their university, and you just sitting back at the crib, a FaceTime call, you're letting me know that you don't really want me like that. And I don't know how good he's going to do in recruiting when you talk about high school recruiting. I don't know too many players that's just going to say, man, this is Prime and all these other coaches came down here to visit me, but I'm going to Colorado. I don't know how many players are going to do that. Now, you might get lucky and do what you're going to do in the portal and get some really good players over there if that's how you want to build your football team. But come on, Prime. And the only thing that I really don't like about this is Prime was one of those kids.
They don't understand. He don't get it. He don't get it. How can you say that he has to do it? Yes, Nick Saban, Kirby Smart, and all those other coaches, they have to do it because they don't have the moniker or the weight that Coach Prime has. They don't have the celebrity that Coach Prime has. And as far as winning goes, when Colorado starts winning, watch how the landscape changes this year. Because all of it correlates with winning also. So once they start winning, watch how the landscape changes this year. When you start winning, then those 4 and 5 stars that were just talking to you start making those visits. Just like now, you got 4 and 5 stars visiting this weekend. You got 5-star Julian making his visit this weekend. And that's why he doesn't have to go to your house, because you can come to his. it's easier for him to fly you out, show you what they got, and let your mom and dad see everything else. Players nowadays really don't care about you coming to sit in their house. They care about talking to you and how many times they talk to you and what you got to say and how different you got to say stuff. But as far as it's come, Curtis Martin and Saban, they got to go to people's houses. They have to. They have no choice because they have to convince those parents that I'm going to take care of your little black boy. He going to be okay with me. Prime has done it all his life. He's shown who he is. Now he just has to show who he is as a coach. We know who he is as a person. We know his devout religion, his caring for kids, his raising his kids. We know all of Prime's life. He just has to prove what kind of coach he is. He doesn't have to prove what type of person he is. That's why Kirby and Nick has to go to those homes. They have to prove what type of person they are. They have to prove that they have your son's best interests at heart, not just as a football player. And they have to talk the parents into this. Most of these parents grew up watching Prime. We watched them on Saturdays and Sundays. We watched them on TV, on CBS and ESPN and all these NFL networks and all these other places. We watched him. We watched his maturation through life. They don't know what Kirby Smart and Nick Saban did growing up. They don't know exactly how they're going to treat their kids. But you know that with Prime. But anyway, I can do this for days. Let's get back into this mess right here.
That's why a lot of kids want to come play for Coach Prime. Yes, we've seen what you did in the NFL. Some of these kids ain't even old enough to know what Prime did in the NFL. So they listening to their mamas and their daddies or they YouTubing you or whatever, and Coach Prime is who I want to go play for. You were one of these kids. You would have loved for one of these big-time coaches to come sit in your living room. I don't care how much confidence you got. We know Prime has a lot of that. But you would have loved for one of these coaches to come sit down with your mom and let your mom know, if he come to Florida State, I got it.
I got it. Mm-hmm.
Like, you would love that. Not no Zoom call and FaceTime call. That mean you don't want me. So, come on, Prime. You were one of these kids, and I know it's different day and ages and all that stuff down there, man, but it still means something, knocking on a kid's door and coming in there saying, we would love for you to come to Colorado.
Prime told you.
I flew down here.
I didn't want Bobby Bowden at my house.
I'm torn. One, because it's Prime.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, Joy.
But two, God, recruiting is so different now. It is wild. And the NIL has changed everything. A lot of these conversations
and if y'all
are
don't
cool.
know,
Nice to meet
Joy
you. How much you
Taylor's
got?
brother is Jason Taylor.
That's true, too.
Chief engineer for the
How
Miami
much you got? You don't got it?
Dolphins.
Thank you for your time.
Hall of
Next.
Fame.
I know you didn't flew down here on a private jet. I know you didn't taking your weekend away from your family. I appreciate you coming down. Respect. This school's giving me more, and that's where I'm going to go. And I have no problem with it because for a lot of these kids, they're not going to go to the NFL. This is a great opportunity to make actual money as a young person.
Yeah.
And get a college scholarship. This might be the only time that you have the opportunity to make that money. I have absolutely no problem with the system. I'm just telling you, that is what's happening. So I do understand the perspective of, if I'm going to spend this time and energy as Prime, who has more going on than these other college football coaches do, which is why he said he's Prime, because he does. He does have more going on.
Joy
it's not
gets
just that. And
You
that's part of
understand.
what makes Prime and has brought the attention that he's brought to Colorado. It's not just him being the coach of Alabama. There's more to it than that. So I am a little torn on it as a strategy. I do like him building through the portal.
But one of his best players on his football team was going to go to any college in the world and get paid NIL money. Travis Hunter. You
And
walked into
Prime
this
did
man's
not
house
go to
and
his
talked
house
him out of
at
all of
all.
that. And he came to Jackson State, not no other Division I program and all. Jackson State. So that's what
Prime
I'm
didn't
saying.
do a
Like,
home
I
visit with
understand
Travis.
all the NIL money, and
That's
I
what
know
he's
it's a
trying to
lot.
tell you.
Parents is
He didn't
about
do one
dollar
with
signs.
George
Everybody's
TV.
about getting their bread. But still, the impact you can have walking into another kid's house,
I understand it, and I'm not necessarily saying it's going to work. I'm just saying if it does work,
it's going to take time. It's going to take time. They want to play for a coach that they feel
just let him start
can get
winning.
them to the next level. We all think that Prime can do that. Let Colorado not start having these kids get drafted. His son's going to be a top 5 picks next year. Travis Hunter may be a top 5 pick.
Mm-hmm.
But after those 2 guys, what do you have? If Colorado is not putting guys in the league, trust and believe he's going to be making home visits.
Or winning.
Yeah.
He's going to be making home visits.
I mean,
all right, that's enough. Just wait till Prime starts. Wait till after this season. After this season, when they win and win big and hopefully end up in the college football playoff, all of this talk will cease. Because right now, everybody has something to say because he hasn't won. But once he wins, his cachet is over the top. And he starts recruiting these players, and these players start getting drafted to the NFL. It's going to be a wrap. And there's nothing nobody's going to be able to do about it but start kissing his butt all over again. They're already kissing his ass. But once the winning starts and the kids start getting drafted, then, and only then. But see, Prime doesn't have a draft class. Y'all got to remember, he's only 2 years in. This is just the second year. Everybody is reacting as a coach has been at this school for 5 years, and we still waiting on the magic to happen. He's just getting started. But y'all give him a minute. But anyway, man, we're going to get up out of here. And make sure y'all go watch that other video that I did right before this one. I don't know if I'll get this up today because I got a lot of stuff to do, and I'm going to let it render. And if I get time to come back home today and upload it, I'll upload it, and we'll go from there. But anyway, so y'all might be seeing this on Saturday morning. But it is what it is. Go back and watch my JD McCoy video. It's going to be in the top right-hand corner, up in here, left-hand corner, right here, somewhere on this doggone thing. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your comments down in the comment section.
Thank you. God bless you all, man. Be safe.